Previously on the vibrant couple. Very simply also, and so again, it is very simple. It is that simple. Today I am talking about the 3 things women wish men knew about women. Well, it's a little bit more complicated. Actually, it is not that it's more complicated, it is that all is interrelated. So I have structured this video so it is easier to digest by men and consequently act upon. My intent is to liberate love. I do not intend to be statistically valid. Actually, statistical validity is a masculine concept out for today. And I do not intend to be politically correct either. I'm going to use the word men and women. I'm going to use the word masculine and feminine. If you are allergic to any of those words, I recommend you swipe left. Today I want to follow a quote by renowned couple psychologist Esther Perel. What women fight in the streets, they want in the sheets. Because I am a relationship coach, I am of course interested by people's well-being at work, but my primary concern is their personal and love well-being. I am consequently going to focus on the second part of Esther's quote. There are women who love men or who are interested in men. There are women who hate men or are simply not interested in them. And there are women who can go either way. These colors are not judgments, but more of a reflection of the interest or disinterest in men. After so much abuse by patriarchy and by men who want to consume women, I fully understand that some women fall into the category of not being interested or being disgusted. I am not a fighter, I am an opener. So if you are in the red category, I would recommend that you stop watching this video because it will likely piss you off and fuel even more some deep resentment. I am creating this video for women who are in the green category and possibly be in the amber one, and curiously explore how we can liberate more love through better understanding, better connection, and better respect and support of each other. The first thing that women want men to understand about them is that their to-do list is never ending. I want to highlight this with a traditional couple, man and wife. He's more masculine and she's more feminine. If you have a different sexual orientation, please adapt to masculine and feminine. So let's envision that the two of them get along well, they have a really good relationship, they respect each other, they each have their hobbies and their friends, and there is no conflict there. And they have sex, maybe once a week, and that's really good for them. They really enjoy that, and they enjoy each other when they have sex. So it is Saturday morning. They usually have sex on Saturday evenings when they are in the mood, and they have a long list of things to do today. They fairly quickly decide who is responsible for each task. So let's take a look at scenario 1, in which they divide and conquer. I assume you know that this is the masculine way of getting shit done. As we track their progress throughout the day, he crosses his to-do list one at a time. And let's pretend that she crosses her items also one at a time, which typically is not the case. She's most likely multitasking, but let's pretend that she's crossing one at a time. Every time she crosses one, there is a new task showing up. At the end of the day, he's very happy. He has completed his 5 tasks and he is ready for sex. At the end of the day, she has also completed her 5 tasks, but 5 more have showed up on the way, And is she ready for sex? Nope. That is because women's to-do list is never ending. Let's look at scenario B, in which they do it together. So you can imagine that divide and conquer is masculine and doing it together is feminine. So they start with task number 1, vacuuming, and she's the one holding the vacuum, but he's the one that is lifting the objects that needs to be lifted for the vacuum to go efficiently and smoothly. As doing it together makes more and more sense, he becomes less and less grumpy and becomes more playful. For example, he would lift the trash can, pretending he's the French maid, and then he would lift the next item, playing this, and the next item playing that. As he's having fun helping her, she's of course multitasking, and so she started the laundry, and then she started the dryer, and when they are done with vacuuming, it is time to take care of the laundry and fold it. As they fold it, they continue being playful with each other and remembering stories about when they bought that dress and how he was so awkward with that pants at that evening they had with friends a couple of years ago. Then they continue going throughout their day and cross out several more on their list. At the end of the day, they have dinner together, and there are 3 items that have not been complete. So he tells her, hey darling, everyone knows the trash is a man's job, so how about I order the trash can? And while I do that, how about I also order the dresser? I know what you want. I know sometimes you struggle with making decisions, and I'll be happy to be decisive and just order it. You can imagine how that is music to her ears, and she says, hey darling, let's not worry about cleaning the garage this weekend, let's do it together next weekend. If we come back to our original question, will they have sex tonight? The answer is actually they first have sex on the bed when they were folding the laundry. They were laughing their asses off, which is foreplay for her. And at some point he threw her on the bed and things happened. So, would they have sex again at the end of the day? Because the day was so playful and connected and full of togetherness for her. She's very open, and actually she's the one making the invitation. And ding, 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 they have sex a second time. So how do we translate for men that women's to-do list is never ending? Well, the answer is very simple. It is teamwork that makes dream work. It is the consistent and connected support that makes women let go of worry and be willing to engage in play. The second thing that women want men to know about men is that in the sheets, they want men to be men. We talked a few minutes ago about women's to-do list and how they can easily live in a state of constant worry. Well, it is the same and actually much worse because all these threads are basically nagging at them. And so please do not look at the details of each because some couples may be happy to be polyamorous. Some couples may be happy to watch porn together. The idea here is that there are a number of things that prevent a man from somehow being able to connect with his woman. Oops, I just realized I forgot one. Well, there is no more space, so let's create some space and let's add the next one. You may notice that there is not much space for the original intent of women wanting men to be safe men. So, translation for men. Number 1, do not lie about your age on your dating profile. This is a consistent struggle that I'm hearing from women who are dating. And so whether you're dating or you're happily married, the key here is integrity. Integrity is paramount for women because it makes men safe. Okay, so now we have removed the first obstacle and we can see again what the intent was to have men show up as safe men. Next, we want to remove the obstacles that are internal to the couple, the one that she somehow is worried about you. So here, the key is that you show up as a safe man. Take a look at all of the items that I put a blue X on. Some of them may not even be an issue. Some of them, like addiction, may take you a long time. But basically, you want to remove them one at a time so that she no longer has to worry about you. And third, you need to learn to protect her against these outer threats. Outer mean threats by other men outside of your couple. The utmost thing I understand women want men to understand about women is so mysterious to men that I have chosen to present it through art. So please listen to that beautiful longing music. And let your heart open as you see this line art appear on the screen. Women long to be invited to play and to be taken on adventures. One of the best ways I have seen it written is from my friend Keith and Michaela from the Open Institute. Women are longing to share their heart with a man who cherishes her tender feminine and fully claims her as his beloved. I personally believe that no words can do justice to the yearning and the longing of the feminine heart. So, how do we translate that longing for men? Well, the two words that are coming again and again with the women I work with are attunement. They want men to attune to them, to know them, to understand them, to be with them, of course with the ecstasies, but also with their storms. And the second word is chivalry. I know this is countercultural, but supported by the quote from Esther Perel that what women fight in the streets, they want in the sheets. I can guarantee, men, that women want more chivalry. A lot more chivalry. And most critically, attuned chivalry. I so enjoyed spending this time with you, exploring the feminine heart, what women want, and how to make that accessible, understandable, and actionable, my men. Each of these videos I'm making require tremendous tuning in for me into what men want, what women want, and also tuning inside with what it is that I have to offer. So I would love if you could comment below about what you're learning, what you're gaining from these videos. And please write the questions you have and need clarity about. I never really know what video is coming next, and so here are 3 very likely candidates. The first one is about political correctness. By now, you must have guessed that I don't really care about political correctness, but I want to do a video because I believe that being politically correct is not serving each other, and we would serve each other a lot more if we were to be less politically correct. I also want to do a video on equality. These last 2 videos I've dove deep in men and women, and what I have realized is men and women are fundamentally the same. They both have the same value. However, in some instances, like chivalry, it is not symmetrical, it is one chasing the other. And third, piggybacking on chivalry, I believe that men do not flirt enough with their wives. Partially is because I believe they don't know how. So I want to do a video on how to flirt with one's wife. And of course, this is not about whether you're married or not, and same, it is not about the sexual orientation in your couple. It is about the masculine pursuing the feminine. If this video inspired you to liberate more love in your current relationship or a relationship you're hopeful about, please hit the like button below and subscribe so you can be notified when I publish new juicy content. And please share with all you think would benefit from seeing this video. And, really important, please do not share with anyone you believe would use this as a weapon. I look forward to seeing you very soon.